These are the highest-grossing film adaptations of video games, but despite raking in hundreds of millions at the box office, most of these films failed to make a mark with critics, a trend that major studios have repeatedly tried to reverse for decades. 23. That's how many video game film adaptations have grossed more than $100 million at the global box office, according to data from The Numbers, a film industry research firm. Of these 23 films, just 4 have a fresh rating, a critic's score of 60% or higher, on Rotten Tomatoes. All of those 4. The Angry Birds Movie 2, 73% critics score. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 69% critics score. Pokémon. Detective Pikachu, 68% critics score, and Sonic the Hedgehog, 63% critics score, were released in the past 4 years. Five Nights at Freddy's, the latest video game to be adapted into film, opened in theaters on October 27, one day after it was released on Peacock. The film, produced by Universal Pictures, stars Josh Hutcherson as a nighttime security guard at an entertainment center where the animatronic figures come alive and try to kill him. The movie debuted to negative reviews, scoring just 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. Despite the poor reviews, and the film's simultaneous release on streaming, it's expected to be a box office hit. Deadline projected the film will gross more than $50 million in its opening weekend at the domestic box office. The film grossed $10.3 million in Thursday previews, Deadline reported, which it noted as just $200,000 behind major hit Oppenheimer's Thursday preview total. Film studios have tried to make video game films a success since 1993, when Hollywood Pictures released Super Mario Bros., a financial and critical failure that is sometimes listed among the worst films of all time. It has a 29% score on Rotten Tomatoes, and it grossed $20 million in the United States, less than half of its $48 million budget. Rotten Tomatoes wrote the failure of Super Mario Bros. Paved the way for a long legacy of questionable choices, troubled productions, and gamers' pixel tears left in their wake. But the studios keep on trying to make video game films land with critics. Most attempts, however, have been unsuccessful. The popular Resident Evil game series spawned a film franchise, which has 7 installments released between 2002 and 2021. But the highest-rated film, Resident Evil: Extinction, has just a 37% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Other video game adaptations that bombed on Rotten Tomatoes include Tekken, 0% score, Assassin's Creed, 18% score, Street Fighter, 11% score, and Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, 20% score. Jack Wentworth-Weedon, cinema events coordinator at the United Kingdom's National Science and Media Museum, suggested video game adaptations may struggle to resonate with viewers because it removes the element of interactivity and the ability of people to control the storyline.